see. Are we good? Camera is good. Headspace is good. Let's see. Good. Send this out. Okay. We're going to get a few people here, hopefully in a couple minutes, but we are live. This is the Hype Me Up pregame show. Saturday night, the Miami Dolphins on the road in snowy Buffalo against the Buffalo Bills. I am, of course, your host, Joseph Conlon. We do have a big night ahead for the Miami Dolphins, looking to advance their record to 9-5. 9-5 on the season if they get the win tonight. I'm not so sure if they are going to win against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo with these snowy conditions. But I'm dressed like it's cold because, damn it, I wish it were colder. I'm like Mike McDaniel wearing the shirt Wednesday at practice saying, I wish it were colder. And I wish it were colder in Buffalo, man, because you know what? You got players throwing snowballs at each other earlier in the afternoon, just wandering around town. Jalen Phillips is shirtless. He is shirtless in pregame warmups, shorts, no shirt on. Dude is an absolute warrior. Good luck to Josh Allen tonight trying to stop him. The injury report actually just came out for the Miami Dolphins, and it is not great news, ladies and gentlemen. The inactives are in. Teddy Bridgewater, the backup quarterback, is not inactive. Wide receiver Eric Guzikama, who hasn't played all season, is not active. Starting safety Eric Rowe, who hurt his hamstring last week against the Chargers, is not active. Defensive back Elijah Campbell is not active. And this is the big one. Running back Jeff Wilson, inactive tonight. He will not play with a hip injury, relying a lot tonight on running back Raheem Mostert, and wide receiver River Craycraft is not playing. So hope you all come in. Leave a chat if you will. If you would like to, hit the like button. Hopefully we'll get some people in here. We're not going to be here usually that long for these pregame shows here on the channel, but let's talk about this. Jeff Wilson is inactive tonight, and that's going to be a big load for guys like Raheem Mostert, and usually Myles Gaskin is on the inactive list, and he's not. He's active because Jeff Wilson's not playing. So you have Savon Ahmed and Myles Gaskin backing up Raheem Mostert tonight. So, and all these people that say, well, the Dolphins, the way they're going to succeed on offense tonight is, they're going to have to run the ball. And will they even be able to establish a running game without Jeff Wilson? We don't know. Raheem Mostert's going to have to step up in a big way tonight. The Bills are fourth in run defense in the entire NFL, so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if the Dolphins are going to be able to run the ball. I would like them to. I would for sure like them to, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to run the ball, but, we'll see. So, yeah, that's really the big news for the Dolphins is that Jeff Wilson's not playing, and Myles Gaskin and Savon Ahmed are going to have to back up Raheem Mostert. Let's see the Buffalo Bills injury report here. The Bills inactives. Cornerback Xavier Rhodes. I don't think he starts, so it doesn't matter. Safety Dean Marlowe. I think he's a backup, so he's not playing. Linebacker Balin Spector. He's a backup, I think. Offensive lineman Ryan Bates, they're starting the left guard. He is not playing tonight. Tommy Sweeney, the tight end, he's not playing. And their big inactive is defensive tackle Jordan Phillips. He is not playing. What is your score prediction? I appreciate you stopping in, bro. For anybody, if there's people who would like to stop in, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button. Usually people will come in after the live stream's over and like hit a like or leave a comment. That's what happened last week, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. If y'all want to catch this after the live stream, that is I'm more than happy with. But to answer your question, what is your score prediction? I really think the Miami Dolphins are going to struggle in the cold in Buffalo. I don't really think this is an advantage for them. I don't really think they have much of an advantage playing in Buffalo. And, there's people out there saying, if Tua's going to make a name for himself and winning big games on the road, it has to be tonight. And I don't think it's going to be tonight. Unfortunately, I hate making score predictions. All I'm going to say is I think the Bills are going to win by 2 scores. So I think they're going to win by at least 10 points. So, but I really do think that it's going to be a low-scoring game. I really do think it's going to be a low-scoring game. What's the over-under set at tonight? 43.5. I think that game's going to go under. I think that game's going to go under for sure. And I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. And it's kind of how it was the first time. The Dolphins won 21-19. But I don't think that I don't think the Dolphins are going to get it done tonight. I would love for the Dolphins to get it done tonight. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a big night. Let's talk some NFL Week 15 games. No, not tonight. Not tonight. No player props. Let's talk about Week 15 games already. You had the biggest comeback in NFL history with the Minnesota Vikings defeating the Colts 39-36. I think the Colts should walk home to Indianapolis after that game. Embarrassing. Imagine being a Colts fan, man. Holy smokes. The Cleveland Browns are beating the Baltimore Ravens 13-3 in the fourth quarter. That's good for us because we need the Ravens to lose. Let's go over some games tomorrow. Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints. Desmond Ridder set to make his first start for the Atlanta Falcons. On the road, I like the Saints at home. Pittsburgh Steelers rolling out with Mitch Trubisky against the Carolina Panthers, who are kind of in the playoff mix still. And believe it or not, if the Carolina Panthers win tomorrow and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose to Cincinnati, which is a high possibility, the Carolina Panthers are in first place of the NFC South, and I do think the Panthers are going to beat the Pittsburgh in a very close game. Eagles at Bears. I love the Eagles tomorrow. Chiefs at Texans. I think the Chiefs are going to stomp all over the Houston Texans. All their best players on offense are inactive and not playing. Dallas Cowboys against Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this could be a really sneaky game for Dallas. Jacksonville is not a team to sleep on, as we found out last week against the Titans. I like Dallas in this one. Give me Dallas in a very close game. Let's see. We got a chat from Sharon. What's up, Sharon? If Miami loses tonight, is there a chance they might not make the playoffs? Yeah, for sure. And I had that doubt last week when they lost to the Chargers. So I'm like, there's a damn good chance that Miami might not make the playoffs. They have games coming up Christmas Day against Green Bay, New Year's Day against the Patriots, and the last game of the season against the Jets. And really figuring it out after the Chargers game last week. I would love the Dolphins to beat the Packers on Christmas Day. I believe they're going to. That game doesn't really matter for playoff standings. It's all going to come down to the final 2 weeks against the Patriots and against the Jets for the Miami Dolphins. Speaking of the Jets host the Detroit Lions tomorrow with Zach Wilson as the starting quarterback. And I'm telling you what, man, I tweeted this out yesterday, and I still think the Jets are going to beat the Lions. I think the Jets defense is good enough to be able to stop that high-powered Detroit Lions offense, and the Jets. I mean, if Zach Wilson cannot put up good numbers against a shit Detroit Lions defense, goodbye. I like the Jets to win tomorrow. Hope I'm wrong, but I do think the Jets are going to somehow find a way to beat the Lions. Um, Arizona versus Denver. Good Lord, that's a terrible game. Patriots, Raiders. We need the Patriots to lose tomorrow. I'm taking the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to beat the Patriots tomorrow. That's my big upset. Is Tua legit? Hell yeah, he's legit. Hell yeah. Hasn't proven himself on the road, but in December. But is he a legit quarterback in the NFL? Hell yeah. And he'll for sure be the Miami Dolphins quarterback next season. But that's my upset of the week right there. I do think the Raiders are going to beat the Patriots at home. Titans, Chargers. Give me the Chargers after last week. All you got to do to beat the Titans is stop Ryan Tannehill, and you're golden. Bengals, Bucks. I love the Bengals tomorrow. I think that's going to be a blowout. What's up, Wes? Good to have you in here, man. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. Go Fins. Yes, sir. Sunday Night Football, Giants, Commanders. I like the Commanders. What's weird about this game is last time they actually tied in New York. So that is interesting, and it's a big game for both teams. I'm going with the Washington Commanders to beat the Giants. And then Monday night, the Rams against the Packers. I'm going with the Packers on that one. But we're going to wrap it up shortly. But really quick, how can the Miami Dolphins beat the Bills tonight? Go Packers. I mean, not next week, but this week, sure. Indigo, what's up, man? What is good, Indigo? Now we got some people coming. 5 likes. Let's get a goal of 10 on this video. I'm sure we'll have more on the post-game recap video, which will be out after tonight's game. But how are the Dolphins going to beat the Bills tonight? I think that the defensive line has to have a big part of this game. The Dolphins' defensive line is stacked. Christian Wilkins, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Melvin Ingram. They need to have big nights. Get to the quarterback. And please, for the love of God, do not blitz on 3rd and shorts, Josh Boyer. Please. Because it didn't work last week against the Chargers. All they did was dump it off to Eckler and dump it off to Keenan Allen. And they would get easy first downs. Please, that's my biggest concern. This Josh Boyer guy is driving me insane when I'm watching this defense because his play calling sucks. And yeah, it is on some of the talent because on 3rd down, you have to get off the field. And last week, they had a big issue getting off the field on 3rd down. Tonight, you got to get off the field on 3rd down, man, if you want to beat the Bills. People are like, oh, my God, the Dolphins are in there for so long, and they're not playing terribly. You know, they're in there for 80-plus plays a game. Yeah, you know why? Because they can't get off the effing field on 3rd down, man. So that's the big thing. And on offense, you just got to get Tyreek Hill involved as much as possible. You really do. He's the biggest player on the team. He's your best player on the team. You got to get the ball into number 10's hands. And for people saying out there that Tua has to have an elite game, you know, he didn't have an elite game the first time they beat the Bills. So, I mean, no mistakes. Please, no stupid fumbles or stupid interceptions. Just good football. Just give me good football, Tua, and I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Just don't turn the ball over and get us points if we can. It's terrible out there, but get us points if we can. But that is reaching the end of the pregame hype me up pregame show. Really quickly, I want to take this time. It's been a rough week for me personally. It's good to be home for Christmas, but this week I really did lose an important person in my life. I did lose my grandmother. She was at the age of 82 years old. Unfortunately, she passed away, but she was such an angel, such an amazing person for me to sit down and talk anything I wanted to with, which was stories or if it was about sports, anything I wanted to talk about. We would always have great conversations. She's just so fun to have conversations with, and I'm going to miss those conversations with her. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, Wes. Um, it's really upsetting, but I just wanted to take that time to speak about my grandmother because I love her, and it's unfortunate, but I'm always going to love my grandmother. But I'm going to wrap up the pregame hype me up pregame show. So hopefully we get this W tonight, man. But regardless, I will be back right here, not live, but I'll be back on the channel tonight after the game against the Buffalo Bills, right here on the Big Fight Field channel. So come back later tonight. And thank you all so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel. Hit that like button if you like what you heard. If you're watching this after the live stream, feel free to hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Leave a comment if you want to. Hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter at Conlon_Joseph. I'm going to be live tweeting during the Miami Dolphins Buffalo Bills game. Hopefully we can shut up those Bill Mafia fans because you know what? They've been running their mouth. One last thing. They're a good team. The Buffalo Bills are a really good team. They're 10-3. They're more than likely going to be the number one seed. But all they do is they run their mouth. They love running their mouth. They run their mouth so much, they think that they're the New England Patriots with Tom Brady and Julian Edelman and Rob Gronkowski, who's won 6 Super Bowls and have gone to AFC championship games for I don't know how it's been forever. They've went to AFC championship games. These Bills Mafia people are talking like they're the New England Patriots in the Tom Brady era. It's like, shut up, man. Jesus Christ. But I'm out of here. I will see y'all later tonight. Have a good one. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy. Fins up. And one last thing, fuck Buffalo.